This is Obsidian continuing our playthrough of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Now I've backtracked to the expedition flag just before entering the Indigo Tree. I found that when I reloaded the game, it hadn't saved anything I'd done after I finished the last cutscene. So I recollected that item and backtracked to this flag to make sure we went ahead and saved. I'm also going to go ahead and rest, because we had quite a bit of damage done to us. And then I also found that we have an opportunity to review some expedition basics. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to look through those. Alright, I've gone through everything so far, and I noticed that there are a ton of status effects that we haven't seen yet, some of which we can use. Burn, we know, deals damage at the beginning of the character's turn. Freeze prevents the character from playing for multiple turns in a row. Stun prevents the character from playing. Inverted prevents the character from being healed. If the character is healed while being inverted, it takes damage instead. Mark increases the next damage received by the character by 50%. Charm prevents the character from playing. Blight reduces the max health of the character. Berserk increases the character's damage every turn. It can be accumulated up to 12 times. Cursed kills the character at the end of its duration. Wow. Bound prevents the character from dodging. Exhausted prevents the character from gaining AP. Dizzy makes it harder for the character to aim. Silence prevents the character from using skills. Rage makes the character play twice in a row. Now, one thing I was looking for, but break bar. All enemies have a break bar situated below their health bar. The break bar fills when they receive damage from any source, proportional to the damage received. Skills with multiple hits deal less damage to the break bar. When the break bar is full, the enemy can be broken by specific skills like Overcharge. I will have to pay more attention to that. A broken enemy takes 20% increased damage and is usually stunned for one turn. One of the things I had been hoping to look up was what the symbols mean next to these stats. They seem associated with the weapon. My experience with other games would be that this weapon benefits least from might, next most by agility, and then the next most by vitality. And like A or S would be the top results, but I don't know. I do feel like these must be tied to the weapon. I would like a tutorial on that at some point. But if we look at the weapons, we can see that they have different skills. So I would say the light rim here, the lighter rim, is affected by defense and agility most, while the lunar rim, vitality and luck. Which is interesting, because they don't overlap, even though they're the same weapon type. Whereas the Noah room is affected by vitality, I would think, and the Lancer room by vitality and agility. I also see an element indicated. I assume this just kind of indicates brute force, physical. Well, this is fire. Both of those are fire. I would love to learn more there, but we're not quite ready yet. Okay. Let's continue on. We're going to head back up the Indigo Tree and keep on our mission, which is to find Mael and search for a path through the flying waters. Believe the message that we had found written right up here on this little statue indicates that we need to search for Mael by the cursed corals. Can't actually read it, but I believe that's what was said during the cutscene. But let's go ahead and pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. So I had to reduce the music volume for a little bit. It is a little overwhelming for me. Hopefully that won't affect the balance in the final mix too much. We shall see. Is this a transition point between areas? Yes. After winning 4 battles with the Pictos, its passive effect can be equipped on all characters via the Lumina menu. We have a different angle here. We are much more zoomed out. Oh, am I on some type of Overworld map? I believe I am. This is pretty neat.
So, the message said head north to the weird corals.
Weird corals.
And a door in a hut.
That is north, looking at the map, roughly. Gosh, I really want to go explore everywhere. Okay. Before we explore, I did want to just take another look at our Lumina and Pictos. Okay, let's take a look at what I just did with the Pictos. I put Burning Shots, Dead Energy 2, and Augmented Attack on Gustav. I have Critical Burn, Dodger, and Cleansing Tint on Lune. I haven't equipped any of the learned Luminas yet. I have a limited number of points, but that's definitely something I'm aware I can do. Alright. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the Paintress. I want to know more about what's going on. There is a giant tower ticking down, and I have a feeling it's not just for Lumiere's benefit. Something else is going on there. Whether it's some type of limited mana. And I want to know what the history of Lumiere is in the history of this world, this strangely exotic, familiar, and ruined world. The people of Lumiere mentioned a fracture in which their city was ripped from the continent and dropped in the middle of the ocean. They said they were thankful for that because it took them farther away from the Paintress to a place of quote-unquote safety. And yet, they seem to be very much differently affected by the tower countdown, by the Paintress painting a new number, whatever is going on there. Is that by their distance, or is there something else? And why were they ripped from the continent and dropped in the ocean? What is the Paintress to this world? And I'm remembering back in Lumiere, on our way to the docks, we ran into a Paintress worshipper who said that Lumiere was cursed because they had betrayed the Paintress in some way, let them down, and Gustav dismissed him as a fanatic, as some type of cultist. But what does that tie into? We arrived at the continent and we encountered this old man who's not affected by the Gamage, who comes to fight us. On whose behalf? The Paintresses? The Nevron we saw, the one seeking light, definitely is a creature of the Paintress and wishes to follow her path. And he seems like a friendly enough dude, or she. Hasn't been gendered yet. But a lot of questions that I want answers to. So we need to move on over in that general direction. But we got some interesting statues in this area. Some interesting enemies. Man with a sword. I kind of want to encounter this enemy here and see what happens. I forgot to slap it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we use up all of our attacks going for weak points. And we're just gonna do a basic attack now on this thing. I had thought that other thing was an enemy. But okay. Let's take down the flying enemy as quickly as we can. Oh, I don't know if we can do it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, too. Okay, I'll take the burn. We got plenty of action points. That thing is now gone. Let's finish this then. Gonna put a marking shot on it. Deals low single target lightning damage, applies mark. Missed. Okay. Now Lune has a skill that takes advantage of marked. If an enemy is marked, it applies 2 more burns on top of the normal 3. Let's try it.
Feel the burn. I'm ready.
Major burn damage, and we're gonna try and... Perfect. Love it. Lightroom has leveled up. And we get this nice little item.
We can use that.
Colors of Lumina. Can we cross water yet? We can't. Curious to know if we are constrained in our exploration at the moment. Certainly can't go that way. Yet. Can go around. I got a couple of different paths over this. Ooh, what is that way up there? Way up behind the tree lines. Curious. Camping. You can access the camp at any time from the continent. Press down on the directional pad to camp.
It's been a long day. We should make camp.
I do like the sound of that.
Let's keep going.
We won't find Mael if we're dead.
Yeah, I gotta rest up. Gustav. Now, is this an enemy? No. What are you, though? Nifty, we got ourselves a little bridge. Alright. Well, that certainly seems weird and corally. You know, I want to make sure I don't miss anything, so I have this tendency to want to explore everywhere, but I also kind of see that there is going to be an order of progression here. Can we get over across? Another item. We are going to go ahead and camp in a moment.
Nice.
Colors of Lumina. Maybe I need to try harder, but I don't think I'm supposed to go over there just yet. We'll probably learn how to cross water later. Which leaves us a few areas to go to. We have this area over here with weird water. Free item. Wateriness. There's a way up that hill to some interesting features. And then we have this, which also looks weird and maybe corally. I just want to check it all out. But let's camp. Open map. Ooh, I like maps. I like maps. This is what I want to see. So, can I, Flying waters. Okay. Zoom in. Zoom. I think this is what I was just looking at. This is... came out of... scrolling a little fast here. Came out of here. I went over here. This is where I am now. This is up that path. And this is the Flying Waters, which is where we want to head to. This is the gulf I can't cross and up towards that area I can't reach with the red trees. We are going to camp. This is actually a pretty big map, I'm surprised. We'll see how that goes. Camp. Gustav gains charges when dealing damage with the skill. Did know that.
I'm sorry about earlier. The beach was not your fault.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
So, we can rest a bit. But, the moon is bright. I want to keep moving.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I am not leaving Maël alone a minute longer than I have to.
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Maël your corpse. We have to think every step through. The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face. He must be, what, 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly! He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan, Margot, they all... I am not letting Maël die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the Paintress, just the three of us? My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight. It's just Maël. She's...
Maël swore the same oath.
I know that!
She chose her life. You and I... Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you?
I hope I do.
Fuck the mission. Really?
Sorry.
We have our Expedition Flag 33 over here. I feel like a lot of the flags we've seen said 1 on them. Was that Expedition 0 or 99? Okay. I love the direction of these scenes and the dialogue. They don't feel wasted. Gustav coming... he was so traumatized during the beach scene, and I would have been too. I almost felt like I was a little bit traumatized. On the verge of a panic attack. And also, he was attacked and knocked out on a beach. But we ended up in Spring Meadow. I don't know if that's just a gameplay contrivance or if I should read more into that. But now we're in camp. Take a look around. I know I did get an album that we can put on to play. Let's go ahead and do that. What should I play? Lumiere. Perfect. Camp. In camps, you can rest and converse with your party members. To leave camp, interact with the bonfire. I see you, Paintress. That eclipse in the sky. And her at the base. They just went no holds barred with this world. I love it. What a soundtrack this game has. I think I see places where other party members will be. Don't quite know where you guys are going. Nice glowing root, or whatever. We're gonna talk with Lune. I'm just gonna silence the music for that. I do love that song, though.
The main continent. Hard to believe we're finally here.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
I suppose we already had our discussion for tonight. There was talk about upgrading items at camp. They're gonna rest, of course. Don't have any attribute points available. Oh, speaking of attribute points, when it comes to it, I feel like I'm working on building glass cannons here. I think I am going to put a few points into defense. Probably not a ton, I'm not going to overdo it. But I'm going to put a couple points in defense at the next option. Alright. Skills. Nothing available. How do I upgrade items at camp? Edit weapon. Got tooltips, alphabetical. I will probably get fuller tutorials further in the game. Shame on me if we don't. We need to write in our journal. We're gonna do that. Gustav finds a spot where he can be alone. He spends some time writing in his journal. He writes about how dangerous the Nevrons are, but how beautiful the continent is. He hopes that one day his apprentices will read everything he wrote.
For those who come after.
Okay. Remember the current objective, why not? Find Mael and search for a path through the flying waters. Let's go to sleep. Where are we? Can I even go in here yet? I know I'm not supposed to. Danger. Alright. We are probably very underleveled for that area. What about up this way? Ooh, yeah, baby.
An advantage.
More colors of Lumina. I can't seem to continue down this way at this time. Can't really see much from that angle. We're gonna take on these enemies and then actually progress towards the next area. And I forgot to slap it again.
Get ready.
That was
Ready to
very
evade.
effective. That was also very effective, okay? Okay. No face for you. No face for you. And no face for you. And one more shot at you. We're going to just do a basic attack on this thing. Take down that flying enemy while we can. You are down. Alright. Let's start stacking some skills here. I can't do Ice Lance. Could do Healing Light. Could make up for my blunder earlier. Why not?
I'll do it.
Yep.
Down.
That's not very effective, but why not? Those enemies are gone. Let's see what they were guarding. Anything? Hopefully I'm not missing anything there. They are back. That's fine. We're just gonna make our way over here towards the, what was it? The Forgotten Waters? Flying Waters. Okay. That makes sense. We are gonna go ahead and enter the Flying Waters. Flying Waters. This is... I'm not even quite sure how to interpret this. Are we underwater? Are we not underwater? Who knows? Giant whales out there. Gonna go explore behind this seaweed. Got an anchor holding down here. Cutscene time.
'68. Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. A storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
Wonder if we'll find their journal entry too. Now, I didn't really comment on Lune and Gustav's argument before, other than to mention that Gustav was traumatized. But yeah, his faith has definitely been shaken. That was just absolutely brutal. Sunfish? Animal Crossing did teach me some fish names. Alright. Something to the right. Something up there. Something this way. Oh my goodness. Came out of there? Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
An
New
advantage.
Pictos. Apply shell when falling below 50% health. An SOS shell. Interesting. Alright. We came from there. Nice pink and purpley corals. I think it's time to... continue on. The seafaring expedition ends up in the flying waters. Lots going on, and... okay, we're going in circles, I think. Interesting pulsing light coming from over here. Paint cage. Paint cages contain rare loot. To unlock the cage, find its 3 locks and shoot them. Logs. This is the first one. I feel like the lock should hopefully be kind of obvious. Then again, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. Other than, ha! Okay. 1 lock. Two locks. Kinda hard to see a little bit, but there should be 1 more lock. There you are. What real loot do you have for me, Paint Cage?
We can use that.
An extra chroma elixir shard. Oh, sorry.
This will be useful.
Definitely. That looks unfortunately painful. Again, it seems like blood is fresh. Even though this is, what, 67, they said? 68? Right. Through the little corridor. Hello, new enemy type. I got my slaps ready. Save in progress.
Wait.
Oh,
Nevron. Looks like a different species.
Doesn't matter. They're between us and Mael.
we're the invaders here. And I have a feeling we were exiled for some reason. Why, I don't know. You gonna charge me? Do you care to... Alright. I was not the aggressor on that one. Kind of. We got first strike. I don't know if we have a weak point. But we are gonna go ahead and try and shoot it in the face. That was a miss, but okay. Try for a regular... No, we're gonna go for a... marking shot.
A storm is coming.
Missed it, but okay. Gonna go with an opportunity to use Healing Light. I'm sorry. I'd like to keep us at full health.
Get ready.
If I can. Oh my gosh.
Take cover!
Okay, that was a little freaky. Right in the face. That charge was something new for me. Okay. The design here just making me a little bit hard to keep my bearings. Make sure I'm exploring every area. But that's good. That's good that it's not always the same, that we get varied environments. We even get confusing environments. Hello, Nevron holding lanterns. I assume you're a Nevron? With a coral head. It's like a little secret path with a couple enemies down at the end. Guarding an item. Alright. They have a strange attack pattern, but we got this. We got this. We get first strike. How am I going to deal with this? Okay, I could heal myself. I'm not going to this time. We are going to put a marking shot on this thing.
Take them down.
Now, we are going to apply Immolation. See, I feel like a natural way to move between skills here would be Ice Lance to get an ice stain on it. Then use Immolation to apply that burn. And then move off to Thermal Transfer. Consumes... Interesting. I think if we apply Earth damage too, we do move to Earth Rising before Thermal Transfer and get a couple Earth stains on there. We're gonna go start with an Immolation. Getting a little better at the timing.
Ready to evade. I'll do it.
They just hurt me. Oh, are you kidding me? Darn it. I could use recovery, but we're gonna use marking shot on this thing.
Chroma is flowing.
Alright. Let's heal Lune. I'm gonna go for it. Try and keep healed.
I'll do it.
Sorry, Lune. Very sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't like you. You are very mean. Go away. Missed that last one. New Lumen alert.
Nice.
And then new Pictos, marking shots. 20% chance to apply mark on free aim shot. Alright, we need to use a Chroma Elixir, I believe. So can I now permanently carry 2 instead of 1? That'll be very useful. Go ahead and use it, though. Continue on our way. See if we can't find Mael. Hello, mines. Oh no.
Those mines. Huh!
Get ready.
Ooh. Seem to have a better time with Gustav's parries. Okay, is this a flying enemy? Kinda looks like it's flying. What happens if I shoot the bomb? Love it. Learning some Luminas. Am I gonna regret this? Okay. Another bomb guy down there. Hello? Body attached to a chain. Enemy chasing me! Alright, maybe we get first attack this time, though. First strike. Nice, they do area damage with that. Love it. You're down. Easy enough. Easy enough. What are you?
Interesting.
Chroma Catalyst. Can upgrade weapons to level 3 with it. But how? Another enemy down here. Take care of it first. Coming up behind it. Oh no. Okay. Oh no.
Dodge, Gustav.
Oh boy. Okay. Please die. Not perfect, but I feel pretty good about it. Alright, I need to keep learning my Pictos before they get out of hand. No, I need to do it this way. So Dodger, I haven't been using it. Dodger gives me an advantage in that I can dodge, and if I don't nail that perfect, I can still get the dodge. But if I do nail that perfect, I get the 1 AP, like if I parried. Cleansing Tint? I haven't had any trouble getting hit by Tint yet. Let's see. Marking Shots is new, SOS Shell is new. Augmented Attack. These are all equipped. Apply Shell when falling below 50% health. Let's put that here. And on Gustav. Oh, I feel like she could use Marking Shot too. Because Gustav does have the... What does Gustav have going for him? I like Dead Energy. Burning Shots is nice. Augmented Attack is nice. I think it's time to learn Illumina here. Alright, how do I do Luminas? Critical Burn, Cleansing Tint, Burning Shots. Augmented Attack. Dead Energy too. Do I have to take it off before I can... I think I have to take it off first. Oh, okay. So, we are going to take Dead Energy off of Gustav. Then we are going to go to Lumina's and try and put that on him. Wait, I didn't do that right. Oh boy, okay. I will get this. I will get it right. I do want him to have Augmented Attack on. We are going to clear Dead Energy. We are going to put marking shots in its place. And then we are going to go to Lumina's and try to activate... Lumina's. Try to activate Dead Energy 2. Can I... Oh, I get the points back. Good. 25% chance burn. Dodger. Cleansing tint. Dodger feels useful? Critical burn. Oh, 25% increased critical chance on burning enemies. So if they're burned, then I have a chance of... Okay, okay. Or I could put Dead Energy on... Ooh, she gets separate points. Very nice. Love the option of increased... Augmented attack seems powerful, but for now, I'm gonna run with this. Okay. An item suspiciously over there by itself, and the way forward. Where's an enemy? I hear you. What's going to get me if I grab this?
Nice.
Hello. Do I get first strike, please? I do. Let's re-aim and blow up some bombs. Yep. Yep. Oh, gosh. That was, pretty nice. Okay. Good job, team. Good job. Appreciate all of you. Alright. Well, really, now, before we enter here, I think it's time to call this first episode where we have been exploring the flying waters. What an amazing, fantastical place we're in with some new enemies. We are on a hunt for Mael. No, we're gonna call it here. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button, and if you'd like to be notified of any new videos I post, please hit subscribe. Have a great night. Take care.